welcome to another episode of the Infiltrated Show. I'm your host, Myriam.
And I'm Melissa.
And together we're going to be infiltrating the historic Texas tours and their Flavors of San Antonio tour.
Do you love food as much as we do? Well, then this is the show for you.
Our mission today is to sample some of the best food that San Antonio has to offer. And in order to do that, we've enlisted Shelly's help, the owner of Historic Texas Tours.
I don't know about you, Myriam, but I'm getting hungry. So let's get on with our tour.
Definitely, let's go.
So guys, welcome to San Antonio Foodie Tours. Today we're going to be taking you to 5 locally owned and operated restaurants. Has anybody ever been on a foodie tour before? With people? Okay, good. Well, what's going to happen today at each restaurant is you're going to be given a small sample of what they consider their signature dish. We're going to introduce you to the restaurant, kind of give you a little history. Sometimes we tour the buildings. In some of the restaurants we sit, in others we stand. Just depends on how everything works out with the restaurants. All right, so we're going to load up and head out on tour.
It's called the Treehouse. It's a little different part of what we've got going on downstairs. We sell wine, cigars, kind of get, if you want to listen to live music and stuff like that, it gets kind of loud. You want to relax and kind of kick back and just enjoy yourself. It's like cooler and stuff up here.
A little getaway.
Absolutely, so just a little getaway from the downstairs, exactly.
Okay, we tasted your barbecue sauce. Can you tell us more about it and how you came around to bottling it?
Yeah, back in 88, 89, a friend of mine from Virginia kind of started showing me how to the ropes of barbecuing and this and that, an old co-worker of mine. And we just started playing with ketchup and mustard and putting stuff together, and after a couple of cold beers, we kind of got it right. That's right, yeah.
Sauce was born.
Right, yeah.
Well, we loved it. We really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for showing us around.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So our next stop is going to be at Joseph's Storehouse Bakery and Cafe. Joseph's has been voted the best bakery in San Antonio. Also, he has what's been termed the best cookie in San Antonio, and the owner's name is Patrick McCurdy. Patrick's been here for a little over 20 years, and he started out with his wife's recipes, and it went from there. And Patrick is also a preacher, and so the restaurant here is closed on Sundays, but he actually has church services right here in the cafe over here. To be on the river walk. It's kind of up off the beaten path. It's called Cool Cafe, and it is Greek and Mediterranean food. At this particular restaurant, it's always chef's choice, so we never quite know what exactly they're going to serve us, but it's always excellent. The owner is Kian, and he is from Iran, so there's a lot of Persian dishes, always lots of basmati rice dishes. He's also got some excellent pasta dishes. Their menu is over 120 different items.
So this next one that we're going to, is it a brewery?
It is. It's one of San Antonio's 2 microbreweries. There's only 2 microbreweries here, and they do make all of their own beer, and it's sold right there. And they're also a full, they have a full menu of food, and we usually have a dessert at this one, so it's going to be time for dessert. It's called the Blue Star Brewing Company, and it's down in the King William Historic District. watch a live play.
The executive chef of Las Ramblas, and we wanted to ask you, because we tasted some of your dishes and they were delicious. What inspires you to come up with these delicious things?
Well, all of my dishes are based from a Latin point of view. From an American point of view, looking at a Latin point of view, I have a mostly Spanish cuisine, and then of course some South American, a little bit of Mexican, some Caribbean, and then a Texas little flair in there as well.
So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, anything Latin is good in my book. Yeah, Latin fusion, yeah. So.
And so how long have you been cooking?
See, I started coming up on 18 years now.
Okay.
So it's been a while.
In Las Ramblas, you've been here
a year.
A year, yeah. We hear that you're the reason why we're here today.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Yes, because we've been told that your food was great, and you definitely make it very local, very San Antonio, and that's what we're looking for in these tours. So we definitely enjoyed it.
Great.
Yes.
Well, I had fun making it.
Well, thanks for coming along with us today. I hope to see y'all again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
So Shelly, we had a really great time today. Can you tell us more about the other tours that your company has to offer?
Sure. We have a full line of tours, from history tours to sightseeing tours. One of the first tours we started was the Mission Trail Tour, and we take people on a tour of all 4 of the San Antonio missions. It's a great in-depth history tour. And then we also have our Hill Country tours and our Hill Country winery tours. Shortly we'll be coming out with the Taste of the Hill Country, which is going to be a foodie tour to the Hill Country. And then we also have a walking tour of the King William Historic District, which is also a foodie tour.
And tell us about where we're at right now.
Right now we're at the Inter-Artisan Gallery down at 1036 South Alamo. This one is actually the gallery, one of the galleries that is on our King William. We call it the King William Culinary and Cultural Tour. So on that one we walk people through the King William Historic District. We cover some of the history, and then we get people, to visit not only the food stops, but also to experience this great galleries that we have down here. And Jacob's Gallery here at Inter-Artisan is one of the best ones in the King William.
Do you ever have people who question how they should be dressed, what attire?
Yes, and on our website people can go and actually order tickets online, and all of those questions are answered and covered when they purchase their tickets. So, and our ticketing company, Zerv, handles all of that, and if they have any other questions they can always email or call me and we'll answer them for them.
Great, and what about for the foodie tours, accommodating for vegetarians, and how does that work?
As long as we know in advance, it's not difficult at all. Pretty much all of our stops, we have vegetarian options that we can offer them. We've had people go on tour with us. If we go to one of our restaurants that serves fish, if we have people who have an aversion to fish, then we can get them something else. We always do our best to accommodate everybody.
Well, thank you very much, Shelly. We enjoyed the tour very much. I had a lot of fun. How about you, Myriam?
Oh yes, definitely. It was very tasty. Everything was great. New places that we discovered today, so we had a great time.
Thanks.
So mission accomplished. We got to try a lot of different foods today.
What did you like about the tour, Myriam?
I gotta say I liked Augie's barbecue sauce.
Ooh, and how about that carrot cake from Joseph's?
Oh,
wasn't that delicious?
Yes, but for me, the fact that Cool Cafe has breakfast all day long is definitely awesome.
What was so refreshing was the beer at Blue Star Brewery.
You know what, I'm not so much of a beer drinker, but I gotta say I really did like that beer.
One of my favorite things about Cask Beers was the fact that the location used to be a church.
That's
and
really
the whole
unique.
history behind it.
Definitely.
So that was interesting.
And the ambience at Las Ramblas is really cool. Go there, have some drinks with your friends, hang out, and then have a really nice dinner afterwards.
So Myriam, would you say we had a unique experience
Oh
today?
yes, we did. And you know what? You're going to enjoy it just as much as we did. Check out Shelly Reynolds' website at www.historictexastours.com.
And remember, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Myriam.
Don't forget to visit us at 210tv.com.